Let's go. Let's have some fun. I think people will really be interested in this part. We're going to go playing days and then coaching days, part of your career. So top 2 or 3 life lessons you learned from Vince Lombardi.
His constant mantra was your religion, your family, the Green Bay Packers. Those will be your priorities. And then we thought sometime he got confused about the order of the priorities. The greatest lesson I learned from Vince Lombardi was not what he taught me on the football field or in the locker room. When I left the Green Bay Packers, I was very bitter. He had put me on an expansion list, and I resented that, and I was stupid and immature, and I blasted him publicly, and I said things that I shouldn't have said. I had a lot of great teammates, but one of them was named Bob Long, and he called me one day and said, Coach Lombardi's dying. He's at Georgetown Hospital, and you and I are going to go see him. I know you're in Washington working for the Players Association, which I was. And I said, no, we're not going to do that. I wouldn't be allowed in the room. I would be thrown out. He said, I know where you are. I'm going to come to your room, and I will drag you to my car and take you to the hospital. He was very insistent. So, okay, what do you say to that? And I was really anxious to avoid this contact. And shaking like a leaf, I walked in that room. And that's where I learned my greatest lesson from Vince Lombardi. I said, Coach, I took his left hand because his right hand was all full of IVs. And the eyes were firm. The eyes were bright, just like they had been. The body was emaciated, but the grip was firm. And I stumbled around verbally and tried to get out some words. Coach, I am so sorry. I made a terrible mistake, and I said some things I shouldn't have said. I said some things that weren't true. And I came here to apologize to you and to say to you today that you've meant a lot to my life. He squeezed my hand, looked me in the eye, and he said, Bill, you can mean a lot to my life if you'll pray for him. So what had the great man done in that moment of truth? He had forgiven me when I least deserved it. That's exactly what we're supposed to do. So he was true to his faith at the moment of truth and showed me how to behave in those moments. And I hope that I will have the same courage and the same Holy Spirit that he did in that room that day, because like I said about Willie Davis, he did not just reach out and touch me. He changed my life forever.